Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Jeskai Flamehold Energy deck in Timeless format. So as the name suggests, we're going to be playing with this card called Flamehold Grappler. This is a new card from Tarkir Dragonstorm, and it's actually a pretty interesting card that could have been actually even better if it worked the way I thought it would. But unfortunately it does not. We're still going to be trying it out. And the interaction that I'm referring to is with these evoke cards, Solitude and Fury. I was under the impression if you play the Grappler and then Fury or Solitude into it, the copied version of them would stick onto the battlefield. But it does not, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. But we're still going to be playing with it because it's still pretty insane to play a Grappler on turn 3 into Solitude and Fury. The effect does double, which is really nice, and you also get a copy onto the battlefield, which you can Goblin Bombardment away. So just imagine playing Grappler and then evoking a Fury onto the battlefield and then Goblin Bombardment away the copied version and the original as well. That is gonna be 10 damage divided to any of the creatures on the battlefield or even Planeswalkers. Now, even without the evoke cards, we do play a lot of 1-mana cards, which is the reason why the Grappler fits so well in the deck. On turn 4, for example, just play the Grappler into Out of Souls. That's really nice. Even getting 2 copies of also quite as nice. But what's really nice here is the Grappler into removals are just so sweet. Grappler into Static Prison, that's 2 permanents out of the way. Grappler into Galvanic Discharge, you can practically kill anything. And even Grappler into a Johnny is also kind of sick because a Johnny transforms by itself if you do that. And because a Flamehold Grappler happens to be a red permanent as well, the Johnny's the quote-unquote down tick will still be able to let you deal damage, which is also really nice. And at the same time, the blue splash does let you have some pretty nice sideboard cards such as like Lavinia or Spell Pierce. So I'm curious to see how the deck does. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some on Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. Alright. Or Steam Vent into a Storm Chaser's Talent. So it's like a prowess deck. I have a really bad start with a bunch of three mana cards stuck in my hand. I might be able to, like... They probably play, like, cheap removals. Yeah, not the best start, like 0 removals, bunch of 3 mana cards stuck in my hand. But that does mean if I top deck a 1 mana removal, I'll be able to kill both of these, which is really good. Unless I'm dead. I guess I'm dead. Wow. This should be a really good matchup. This should be a really good matchup. Considering that we have all these removal spells. Deafening Silence doesn't seem so bad either. We'll cut a copy of a Grappler. Fable. Maybe even 2 copies of Ragavan. Should be a really good matchup. Okay. Definitely not that bad. Okay, we got a Johnny. Might just pass with the swords. I mean, I think the longer the game goes, I'll just have the edge in this matchup. Another Johnny. I'll go also the Pride into a Johnny here.
To the hunt.
I mean, they messed up?
Hunt down the deceivers.
They kind of messed up here.
For the pride. Don't test me.
Okay, that's fine. That would have happened either way if I just minused. I'm just gonna play the grappler, even though we can't really benefit off of it, but I think it's still good. Okay. Let's just push for damage. If we get like red mana card, the game's gonna be over with the Fury. Okay, that's really nice. You know what? Felia is really good against Corey Steelcutter, right? The thing about the Fury is that all of their cards have prowess. So I'm like kind of meh about it. Okay, I mean definitely Silent Start is good, but okay, I'll try it. Got enough lands. I don't think it's that bad. It does shut down the Corey Steelcutter unless like they have exactly that other card, Prismatic Ending, to get rid of a Deafening Silence here.
Where shall we hunt today?
Okay, so that is gonna be their entire turn unless they have a creature here. Okay, we have a Static Prison. Wonderful. So one thing about the Grappler is that it is the weakest at turn 3. However, it's still a 3/3 with the first strike, right? So I don't know, like, a lot of the times, like, do you just play out for, you know, a stat stick? It's not bad if when you play it out for stat stick. Like, it's not the worst. Like, turn 4 is definitely the strongest, where you have, like, a bunch of 1-mana removals. Interesting. So I can copy a Guide of Souls, or I can Static Prison both the Channeler plus the Quarry Steelcutter away. Seems like they have a removal spell. So let's get rid of you. And let's get rid of a Dragon Ray Channeler. Hindsight, if I like held on to Flame Grappler like a few turns later, maybe it would have been good. It's so they found the prismatic ending. Double Quarry Steel Cutters. Okay. Opponent attacks. Oh, that is game, by the way. Decline. Yeah, that is actually... If opponent doesn't have a removal spell here, that's game.
Fight beside me, brother. Traitors will be punished. Into the fray.
Oh, did I just make a mistake? If I threw the damage at 5 damage at here, and then I Grappler, would that have been lethal? They block. They take 10 damage. Yeah, they actually would have died if I just threw the Johnny's damage at the face. Ooh-wee. I will keep it, but very reluctantly, right? Because we got some tap lands here. We got some tap lands here. Necropons. We're gonna need to find a Solitude quick. Or... I guess even a untapped land here would be nice. Yeah, this is something that I really hate about Necropons is, like, the sequences just take too long. Like, them having to click 10 times and then the cards getting the animation with the cards getting exiled, and then coming back to your hand, and then they have to decide which cards to discard. Just not a fan of Necropones, the way it's handled in Magic Arena. Because I feel like technically, they could like definitely do it just X equals 10 and then draw 10 instantly. Because you can't even respond in between the triggers of Necropones anyways. Like, so like, what's the point of clicking one at a time kind of deal? Very nice. I'll gain some life, please. Go to 5. That was an easy game. They play Chrome Mox as well. So we're gonna want some Deafening Silence. Even playing Necro Dominance. Okay, going to next game. So, what do we want? What do we want? Maybe a Lavinia, Disruptor Flutes, take the Furies out, take a copy of a Grappler out. We want 3 copies of Deafening Silence. Galvanic Discharge. Maybe like -2 copies. Felly out. And maybe a Ragavan out. And instead, I have a copy of Boromir. Well, we have a Disruptor Flute, so that's not bad. I might just want lands at the moment, just because we have 2 cups of Flame Grappler. Reanimate. I didn't expect them to be a Reanimate deck with Necropones, by the way.
Perfect. But we have peace.
Yeah, I did not. Kind of strange. You know, kind of strange. Toxic Deluge. So I have to take at least 3 damage. Means that... I mean, who knows? This Fable might... This token might live, so we'll see. No! Okay, let's draw into a removal spell. Shall we? Okay, that's not bad. We can still block the Orcish Bowmaster, kind of. Let's hope that's the case. Yeah, let's hope that's the case. Can we block the troll? I mean, they can't just have everything, can they? You're kidding me. What is that? Are you kidding me right now? What is that tech opponent has at the moment? What is that? What an insane tech. Well, let's try. Yeah, I messed up. I should have played the Ajani, man. Because if I play the Ajani... what is this? This has to be March, right? I'm just, you know, I'm just guessing here. Yeah, I should have played the Ajani. I got too greedy trying to like plus combo with the grappler, but it was just such a bad idea. Like, what am I doing, man? Okay, so we guessed it right. But still, we're in a bad spot.
I will prove my worth to my pride.
That troll, man. Yeah. I can't copy a Johnny. Yeah, I definitely misplayed this game. So if I just play the Ajani right there with the flute up, actually no, that wouldn't have worked because they would have just marched the Ajani anyways. So we would have still lost the game. Probably. Yeah, probably. I just don't see us being able to block this unless we sacrifice our entire board. Hmm. So we block like this, but then we die to these. So we're just dead. Okay. I didn't expect them to be a reanimate deck. I'll just play Swords then. Set up Lavinia. I'll just have some removal spells. Yeah, that was definitely outside of my expectation. Because you rarely pair them up together. Like, you don't want Reanimate and Necropones in the same deck. Like, it's just not gonna work most of the times. Kind of hoping that they don't have Dark Ritual into Necropons yet again, otherwise it would be kind of bad. Okay, so we'll leave up a Disruptor Flute here. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, we'll just go Disruptor Flute immediately. It's still not that bad, because opponents playing Mono Black, there's no way to get rid of a Disruptor Flute. They're gonna be able to draw, like, 2 set of hand, but that's about it. Also, this is a mistake opponent's doing. Drawing more than 7 cards means that my Disruptor Flute is gonna be even more powerful. Double Chrome Mox into a Dark Ritual Demonic Tutor Necropons. Just, you know, just casually, just a perfect hand from opponent. This is why I kind of want, like, instead of a Disruptor Flute, I kind of want Pitting Needle. Why did they put a stop on my upkeep? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Kozilek. Three cards that left from opponent. Toxic Deluge. Seems like Creep is their last ditch effort. Right? Solitude. Nope. I'm actually gonna keep this Guide of Souls because they might have another Toxic Deluge in hand. Well, let's keep going. Okay. That is game. Interesting hand. Interesting hand. Misty Rainforest. Into a sewer. We'll know what they're playing here. Another Misty Rainforest. Never mind. I feel like they are... I don't know. It seems kind of hard to tell. It could be show and tell. It might not be. I don't know. What's nice is opponent doesn't know what we're playing at the moment. Master. I think I'm just going to play out the Svelia here. Seems like this could be Rakshasa Oculus or Rakshasa Beanstalk. Thoughtseize, okay. They took the wrong card. Technically, next turn, an Oculus can come out. Okay, so they have Reanimate. They can just land into Reanimate. So they want me to block with Ophelia and then take 1 damage and then crack the Polluted Delta and reanimate the Bowmaster. I want to hold up the Grappler until next turn with the Galvanic Discharge. Even if an Oculus comes out, we'll be able to kill it. Solitude is actually really nice. But you can't really evoke right now. Also, I wonder what happens if you Galvanic Discharge. If you copy the Galvanic Discharge with the Grappler, what happens? Monkey. Do I just play the Ragavan? I wonder. Let's hasten the Ragavan because we know they have that 1 card to reanimate back. I think we just give Felia flying or something. I think I value the Guide of Souls more. Ooh, we got the bargain. You know, they could be trying to do this, trying to get to the 5th mana so that they have a counter spell plus Oculus, right? That could be the case. Can they afford to Thoughtseize though? They go to 1, and then Oculus, and then they still die. Okay. Definitely want the hearse. I'm not sure about the surgical. I think surgical could be bad, but not a very good card versus Oculus. Fury could be good, but probably not. We'll just cut the Ragavan. I'll keep it. Like, I do wonder if I can somehow fit one ring in the deck as well. I think it actually might be a little bit hard, and it has almost no synergy with the grappler. So probably not. I think Fable is probably enough. Brainstorm. The opponent has a mana drain. Oh, they're Brainstorm locked. That's really unfortunate. That's a way I died last time. So, I feel like considering that they are Brainstorm locked, we don't have to do anything, right? We just pass and then get enough mana so that we can cast 2 cards per turn. Now, they might go for... I was gonna say, they might go for the frog. We'll play a Johnny. If opponent decides to counter it, we'll play Fable. If not, we might try to go for Galvanic Discharge on the Johnny here. Okay, well, the tides have turned a little bit. Still not doing anything. Still not doing anything. Oh, that's a very, very good card there. So we know that they have mana drain. I think we just need to be patient with the Fable turning. Fable flipping. What if I just go Solitude here? So they can discard 2 cards if they want. They did not protect the Psychic Frog. So we'll try to do the same thing here. Play the Ajani. Turn Scolding. It is a bargain turn. It is definitely a bargain turn. Okay. Let's just get the mana drain out of the way. If I can find a Flage, we would win instantly. We would win instantly. I'm guessing an Oculus might be coming out here. They went for Toxic Deluge for 2. And they can get it back with the Mystic Sanctuary. We'll try to do like a Solitude beatdown.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
Cameo's kind of annoying. I wanted to cast a Solitude here. I just can't do that. I'll play one of these. We're kind of slowly losing ground because they've casted like 3 Rakshasa so far. Which is really, really bad. And we haven't drawn our best card, which is Flage. What do they have? What do you think they have? Definitely no counter spells. That's for sure. Could be a Bowmaster. Okay, it was a Bowmaster. It could be a bunch of Oculus in hand. The stop doesn't do anything, right? They still get the trigger off of the Oculus. Yeah, a bit bizarre because we didn't get any Flage this game. Yeah, there goes the Oculus. Man, if the Oculus gets another Oculus, we are bad. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Another land? What have I done to deserve that? I have a strong suspicion that the face-down card they have is another Oculus. No. No. We have the mana to cast Flage immediately and then, you know, hasting it in. Come on. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, it was a Tameo. Thank God it wasn't worst case scenario. Come on, Flage off the top. Flage off the top. Flage off the top. Goblin Bombardment. Is it another Bowmaster? I'm just trying to be careful. If it's another Bowmaster, I could get pretty blown out here if I attacked with the Guide of Souls. Man. Okay, I mean, now the Ajani is a good top deck as well. A lot of good top decks. Come on, Ajani top deck. Ajani top deck. You know what? I'll even take Flage. You know what? Yeah, I'll even take Flage here. Or maybe like Static Prison even. So many good top decks. Okay, opponent decided to transform.
Tell me everything you know about this plane. I am not
Oh,
defenseless.
that is a good one. We might have won. That's a kill.
My research is ruined.
We can even potentially kill the Oculus if we really wanted to, but... Ooh, okay. This is for 4? Okay, I gotta sacrifice everything then. Into Tameo. Oh no, not a land right now. Such a crucial moment too. Come on, Flage top deck. Where are you at, Flage? Oh god. I would like something better, but sure. Now I really regret playing Unlicensed Hearse. If I had that one other card, that would have been a win. Come on, a Johnny top deck, a Flage top deck. There's so many cards. Okay, you cannot be serious right now. How am I so unlucky? No way, man.
I'd rather avoid a fight. But I'm not so easily defeated. Respect
Just such
the
a bad
library.
card to draw there. Oh, come on. Oh my god. How are we so unlucky? We gave them like, what, 5 turns or something? We didn't do anything for 5 turns? That's so crazy. Come on, just give me something here. Give me a Flage, please. I need a Flage right now. I need a Flage right now. Come on. Flage. Flage? Flage. What? We still have 15 creatures left in the deck. We still have 15 creatures left in the deck. By the way, if this Unlicensed Hearse was the 1 mana exile spell that can get all the creatures back from the graveyard, I would have won. So this Unlicensed Hearse is definitely getting replaced. All came down to me drawing nothing for 6 turns. No way that just happened. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Like, how? Okay. We got a couple of choices. I think I think we go Guide of Souls into Oslo Pride. Deal a lot of damage. Alternatively, I could have gone Goblin Bombardment there, but there's a good chance opponent has a Spell Snare. Then it would have been pretty bad. At least this way, I get to at least, even if they had a Stern Scolding, I would have had another creature down. But now we have to be wary of, a potential Toxic Deluge, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and play Goblin Bombardment here. That somehow stuck, so if they Toxic Deluge, they die. They're dead? Yeah, if they Toxic Deluge, they die. That's really unlucky for opponent, right? Because they didn't get Stern Scolding, they didn't get Spell Snares, or Mana Drain. So, I have a lot to say about this deck. The Flamehold Grappler is cool, but sometimes it can be a little bit awkward. Especially like if you don't have Solitude plus a Fury target. Like, let's say we're still gonna be playing with the Flamehold Grappler, then I would just go down on a copy of it. This card is really good with 1-mana cards. Just having a lot of these can be very, very powerful. But sometimes you draw into these like Grappler-only hands, which we've seen in multiple games now. Maybe this could be like a variance thing, but like you don't want that. So maybe like 4 copies of it is a little bit much. It's probably better if you can top deck this into being able to like cast some other cards at the same time. Like I think going down on 2-3 cards is probably right. And Felia, I feel like could be something else as well. Currently we're playing 22 lands. I think we can definitely go up to 23, which is probably correct. And we just got Harbinger, so maybe adding a copy of Mountain is correct. And yeah, I can see myself just adding another copy of Flage. I think the Flame Grappler was pretty cool, but it is kind of slow at the same time. But I think the upside here is that against other energy decks, you might have the edge just because you have a Fury and Solitude. And I was thinking, maybe we want like 2 copies of Prismatic Ending instead of like a copy of a Swords. Maybe even a copy of a Boromir. We'll just leave Lavinia there. So if I were to play again, I would do something like this. Oh yeah, Licensors has to go. The card was not that good. I was about to lose it. I was about to lose it. We'll add a Ghost Vacuum. And boom. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.